time, we're going to start peeling the bark off all these logs. And one of the nice things about these logs is that they've been through a fire. They've been dead for some time. So it makes it real easy to just peel some of this bark off by hand. Now, even though these logs have been dead for a couple of years, it's important we go ahead and get this bark peeled off, because it'll actually trap moisture and hold moisture around the log, which if you leave them setting too long will actually cause them to start to rot. And here you can see I'm using just a regular 5-in-1 painter's tool. Here's another tool I like to use. It's actually a roofer's hammer, but it's got a real nice flat blade on it, and I can get my hand in behind it and alright, so maybe you don't have one of these roofing hammers. Perhaps you got one of these old S-wing hatchets. They work real good too. It's really anything that has a good flat blade, something you can push on. You know, using up these logs from that burn scar up there in Teller County is really pretty cool if you think about it. We're saving these from the fire twice. Now, even though this has got this pretty good burn on it, it's going to make for some pretty furniture. This one here is another example of a beautiful log. This was a lightning strike. Alright, so we've got most of the ponderosa pine peeled. Let's jump onto this Doug fir. You're going to see real quick, this is a lot thicker bark. May even take a, there we go. And you can see there's a lot more moisture up underneath this bark. And real quickly you'll see what looked like a 16-inch wide log becomes a 12-inch wide log. Yeah, there's no doubt you get to know these logs pretty good. By the time you finish your furniture, you're going to know every knot on these things. You got to admit, it's kind of nice to get out of that old metal shop, get back outside, start breathing some clean air. See, you just get it up underneath that cambium layer and roll it out of there. Nothing to it. Now, most of the time on these logs, you can get away with using something like this to peel them. But you're still going to run into times when you're going to need a draw knife, a traditional draw knife. So here you can see I've got some examples of some of the smaller diameter logs that we're going to use for our armrests, some of the other detailed log decor we're going to make. And that's where this little draw knife will really come in handy. And to use this is really pretty basic. You just grab a hold of it and start pulling it towards you. You can see, in no time you'll peel all the bark. You're going to want to work around the knots. We've got some chainsaw kerfs here, but we'll even leave those in there. Nothing to it. Alright then. I think you can see how this works. And I've got a long way to go. I appreciate you stopping by to watch this video. Hope this has been helpful the next time you get ready to start peeling some logs to make some log furniture. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to click subscribe right here. Come on back next week. This has been Mitchell Dillman with LogFurnitureHowTo.com. We'll see you again next week.